Did you see these guys want to do a CLSQ or whatever? They want to do a social network. And they want to launch a crypto token. And they're launching a satellite. And they do semiconductors. And they do quantum. Bruh. And they have no revenue. Or cash. Give me some more upticks, baby.
Order partially filled.
All right. What's hurting my
Order
portfolio
cancelled.
here? I don't like showing my portfolio if I'm trading from a position of weakness. If you've ever been on Wall Street, I think you understand that. You know, you will invite people to kind of liquidate you. And, you know, it can be pretty demoralizing too. So, you know, when a trader is going through it, you just kind of have to let them go through it. Yeah, LAES low float. I'm about to make it lower. Average is not right on interactive, just so you know. People are onto the game. Y'all synthetic pudding. You're buying synthetic puts. You're going to put me out of business. What a boss. Died at 97. Nah, you ain't taking me at 95. You're taking me on a prime number. Right? Am I right? I would trade in all the money in the world to have these accomplishments. Succeeded 𝗠𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏. Edited his complete works. Wow, what a boss. PDEs. Analysis. The well-posed problem. Method of descent. Man, he proved the prime number theorem. What? Real bad man. Okay, I'm officially taking QMCO off my screen. QMCO is done.
Order partially
Don't care about QMCO. It has finally reached its... There's no more money to be made on QMCO.
Order partially filled.
No.
Order
Hold on.
partially filled.
It may not be over yet. Okay, it says there are 4 million shares outstanding. Whoa, Baggy. I'm going to name a horse Baggy. Just so I can ride it and be like, whoa, Baggy, when the stock's going up. You got to treat the Baggy with respect, you know? Baggy's got to rally sometimes too, you know? All right, we'll look at SLS later as a potential zero. Again, some of these stocks you don't necessarily want, like small cap stocks. A lot of people don't like trading because they tend to behave a little strangely. But I actually am short that idea. I do think they tend to behave less strangely than expected. They behave a little more strangely, there's no doubt about that. They're calling it SIM 0500, multiple myeloma, phase 1. It is BCMA, GPR, C5D, and CD3. Yeah, I sort of tend to agree that IONQ is worth nothing. Different amounts of like calls and stuff give you different latitude to make different trades. It's all sort of a function of what your broker will let you do. These all have different deltas. No, we're all bag holders at the end of the day. I never shorted AbbVie. What are you talking about? Not once. The great thing about these old school Italians, and you know, to a lesser extent, but some extent as well, Albanians, we keep it 100. So if we saw like, I don't know, some punk kid, 2018, 16, whatever, and he's like making fun of an old lady, or like he's behind her in line, he's hurry up. I'll come out from behind the counter. Let's say if I was working at the bagel store, I look the kid right in the face, grab him by the scruff of the neck. Are you so-and-so's son? Those were the days. I mean, Mira's up there, EK. Who else is a smart Albanian? There's a lot of smart Albanians. A lot of this generation going to Harvard and stuff like that. So the idea behind these hedges is that, I think you guys understand it, but they sort of act as synthetic puts. So when I buy these calls, I'm really hoping they all go to 0, but I have to get delta hedged. And putting on the delta hedge has slippage because Jane Street and 2 Sigma and Citadel are very good at this, and I'm not. I'm one guy clicking a button. It's not the same. And so they'll put on their delta hedge faster and better than me. Now, on the flip side, I have alpha. They don't. And so they have less alpha, I think. But you know, so they get their hedge on, they make a cent or two. I put on the, you know, put on my position and hope the synthetic puts print. Now, if you pay a lot, which I'm unfortunately doing right now, because these stocks have moved so much, you have to pay a lot to put this position on. But if you pay a lot, you can lose money on it, like anything else. But the synthetic put only pays if there's a large drop in the stock price, similar to a normal put. But unlike a normal put, you can kind of leverage a synthetic put, whereas you can't really leverage a normal put. Yeah, I don't think that this move down is done, dude. There is nothing bullish about quantum, and there is no day trader These are all momentum
Order
traders that
filled.
took it up. None of these guys want to be here in 6 months or a quarter or 2 quarters. I can stay for quarters and quarters. I've done that with shorts plenty of times. They're going to have bad quarters. There's going to be no reason to be bullish. Like IONQ's machine is down right now. Like at least I'm hacking around on this IBM machine. Like I could actually write code in this IBM machine, which is kind of neat. He's going to figure out how to use this quantum API anyway. Knock yourself out. Modeling a quantum computer. We're doing the real thing, baby. I've been interested in quantum computing my whole life, I'd say. Ever since I heard about D-Wave early on. So I started to get really interested when there was actual packages coming out. And when there's a O'Reilly book on quantum, that was crazy. I haven't read that More Money Than God book. I do want to read it. You cracked 100K, Curtis? Okay, so on IONQ, we start playing with the delta. So I bought 100 shares, so now that's in my inventory, okay? You see that? 28.30, I have 100 shares. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sell it back, okay, at 28.40. That way I flip the
Order
script.
filled.
I flip the script. If it keeps going down, I'm happy, because I'm short. Understand? Now let me buy another 100. I'm gonna buy another 100. No, keep it real, watch. I'm gonna buy another 100, 28.15. Now I'm gonna sell it. Oh wait, I didn't get filled yet. When I get filled, I'm gonna sell that one 10 cents higher too. Never spoof. What do you mean delta? What's that?
Order filled.
There you go. See, I bought it at 28.15. Dial it in to 28.25. If it goes back up, look how fast I made $10. Cab driver make $10 after half an hour. I make $10 just like this, doing nothing. Nah, Nicholas, I'm trading inventory. I'm a market maker right now. See? See? I want you to zoom in on this, camera guy. You see that? Bought 100, 28.15. Sold 100, 28.25. $10 free money. Now I'll do it again. 28.15, I'm gonna buy the 100 back. That's what they call high frequency trading. Okay, the last 10 minutes have been a joke. Don't do this. I'm just kidding. Y'all making fun of me. I could take my ball and go home. I'm shutting the studio down. Wow, LAES is down almost 40% after I made fun of it. That's literally all that happened is I made fun of the CEO. And stop tweeting Mid-Journey pictures. Filmmakers, you better subscribe to Godell, dog. That's how you thank Shkreli. Help me build the next Bloomberg. And then you'll have the Shkreli suite at the Nets game, the Nets stadium. You say, I knew Shkreli way back when. I was one of his first 2,000, 3,000 subscribers. Now he's got 3 million. I helped build Shkreli Stadium. It's going to be the Shkreli suite. Then it's the Shkreli Stadium. Shkreli Towers. Yes. Could you imagine how mad they would be if there were Shkreli Towers in every city? Oh, no, they'd be so mad. Some 25-year-old liberal chick has her nonprofit on the 6th floor of Shkreli Towers in like a little corner office, like a tiny little office. It's like, where do you work? I work on 43rd Street. Oh, you work in Shkreli Towers? I don't call it that. Okay. Don't worry, I'll put tampons in the bathrooms. It's all good. Humility. You got to dream big too. I'm humble. Got to dream big. If Salesforce and Bloomberg have towers, why can't I have a tower? Well, you think my software sucks? I can have a tower in Boise, Idaho. Am I really planning to compete against Bloomberg? What do you think? I'm putting my phone number on there soon so you guys have personalized customer service. 40%! Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Should I cover? I feel bad. Should I cover? What do you guys think? Is it time to cover this stock? It's gone down so much. Should I cover it? Here, how much should I cover? 5,000? Okay, let me check something real quick. Yeah, it's time to cover 5,000. I mean, this stock has gone down 40%. How could it go down any more?
Order filled.
Oh, I pressed short by accident. Who would buy this chart? I'm not a chart guy, but who would buy this? Who thinks this is bullish? Don't worry, the chart only tells you so much. It's really backward looking. Let me show you the income statement. Revenue is scheduled to have a slight dip. A slight dip in revenue. You know, it's not that big of a deal. A little paper cut. But that's not all. You know, you got to judge the CEO too. Seal SQ by Carlos Creos Morera. Wow, what is this? You know, they bring NASDAQ employees, by the way, to do this just so they can make it look like there's people there. I'm guessing some of these are family members too. I like this. Semiconductors, quantum. Tomorrow, hashtag countdown. New social network, let's go. These guys have their own login system? No. They have an NFT gallery? This is a publicly traded company. Yeah, I want to buy this. Social network, but when you click it, you get a auth page. You have to use your Wise ID, my Wise ID app. One account for all the platforms. These guys act like they have Instagram. I don't have a Wise ID, bro. I'm sorry. Log in with Wise ID. Biometric? They have EV charging? What? Okay, get my purse. They're lucky they only have to report every half year. That's a good hack. If your company sucks, just report half years instead of annuals. If you're European, they let you do it. If you're European, they let you do it. Wait, is this running 2 experiments? Using Brisbane, top 10 results for phase estimation, right? 11.7, 11.7, 11.7. Oh, it's doing a whole bunch of them. Okay, got it. 43.37, wow. And this is true shores? Well, that's okay. It doesn't have to be a random coprime. So you think the largest possible semi-prime is 2 billion-ish? Well, that's 2 trillion. And is that because of the number of bits? Do you need is it 2n or is it 3n? You need ancilla bits and register bits, overflow bit. We're just trying to see where we could shave some bits off or something. They will have their 1,000 qubit machine soon. And then remember, ECC 512. Yeah, IBM's putting out 1,000 qubits this year. Yeah, I'm long my startup. Which one, Johnny? Is that DJT or? Oh, yeah, look, I mean, in the long run, in the short run, stocks are a voting machine. In the long run, they're a weighing machine. Have you heard that phrase? I think they got somebody at Air Force through some lobbyist or something. I haven't pieced it together, but that's how this DC racket kind of works. You go and find your champion somewhere out there Okay, so you see, I was able to sell at 52 cents as well, I believe, as the fifth buy, sell. Maybe we'll do it this time with 200 shares. What do you guys think? So the problem again is I'm paying a bunch of implied vol for this, but you could argue you pay implied vol when you buy puts too. So you can't get free synthetic puts and you can get free normal puts. So it just is what it is either way. But I like the 24s because if it falls below 24, all the stock I'm shorting is kind of like free money in a way. If it falls below 24, which below 24 at this rate. Lane, I'm trying to sell terminal software. I am the CEO of a company that makes this terminal software. There are people who are going to invest whether I think that's a good idea or not. I mean, finance isn't going away. Finance is a good career. There's nothing wrong with a career in finance. I think that people should not necessarily day trade, even though that's to the detriment of my sales. I want people to day trade so that they can pay for my software. But the reality is most people shouldn't day trade unless they have millions of dollars and they're very good at it and they're very passionate about it and stuff like that. And I like to teach a little bit about financial literacy. All right, we're up $1,000 on Lily. Should we sell it? Yeah, let's sell it. Our only long? Yeah. The old Shkreli would just sell it. But the new Shkreli, new Shkreli's selling too. Goodbye. And I made my quick 1,000, bro. I mean, I can't press a button and make a stock go to 0, okay? My guys eat doner. It's funny, there's a doner place near our office. I don't like it, man. I'm very traditional. Chad knows the kind of food I like. I don't take too many chances. No, Goodell is not based on anything related to interactive brokers. I think people like this thing called Biopharma IQ, but I've never used it. I just use the grapevine. Well, if I can't short it, let me do my little, watch this. I buy 500.
Order filled.
Okay, I got filled at 623. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell 500 at 633. That way I flip. Flipping the money. Mr. Nobody knows. You see it? You see it? And if it goes in the other direction, I keep buying and add inventory to my merchandise. That's a merchandise to my inventory. Do I have more inventory? I tried to buy other inventory. Oh, I sold all my Eli Lilly. It's Jover. It's Jover. All right, what do we want to short? We want to short more IONQ, right? It's so worthless, it's not even funny. I also am short 9 million shares, $9 million worth. Well, I mean, it's okay for a company to have R&D expenditure.
Order partially filled.
Oh, I see what you're saying. For SBC. You can include it, you can exclude it. It doesn't really matter that much. I choose to think of R&D
Order partially filled.
differently from the way normal accounting does. The best way to think about R&D, depending on the kind of company it is it's an investment. Now, not every company works that way. But R&D is in essence an investment in the company. It's not really an expense. And if you thought about it as an equity investment, right? Like you invested in an entity that did that research, that entity is going to be more valuable over time. Imagine OpenAI, for example. They spent a lot of money doing research, it really bore fruit. So now, of course, you can waste research dollars. People do it all the time. But that's the way I prefer to look at it. So R&D isn't really an operating expense the same way sales is. Now, in tech, it's a little different. In biotech, that's certainly 100% true. In tech, it's a little bit different, especially in software. The stocks are cheaper, but what does that mean? You know, people know that this industry is a scam now. They didn't know that on the way up. They know that now. It's still a lot. These stock prices are a lot higher than they were before.
Order partially filled.
The Google Willow announcement.
Order filled.
The Willow announcement. I was shorting this. Remember this? Remember this candle? This felt like a kick in the stomach. I remember when this happened. Do you guys remember that? I was like, so we're making money. We're finally good. Whoa! We're over here talking about we won. I want all that money back. Do you remember that? That was painful, bro. I was looking at down 18 floors like, that's an option. And so now we're back to this price up here. I want $8 again. I need every penny. I'm not sure IONQ is worth more than Rigetti. I'm starting to think they're actually both worth nothing. Rigetti, probably like $2 a share. Rigetti is just getting started, dude. Do you think Rigetti gonna go up? Long only, I mean, one is Baker Brothers. Yeah, Rigetti hasn't even started yet. I think I've explained it about 1,000 times to you guys. It's called a synthetic put. And I could also buy the really out of the money calls. That also works because the margin calculator takes that into account. So if I buy, look at the 70 calls, bro, that expire. The 70 calls expire in legitimately 4 days. Bruh, this has got to be a joke, right? 50 cents for the 70 calls? Who thinks this stock's going to 70? I can also limit my losses if I buy like the 75s or something. The 80s? 80 calls.
Order partially filled.
18 cents and I'm risking $10 if DJT goes to 90. Yeah, I mean, I'll just cover my shares if it goes up too much or I'll short more. What's it going to be? How much can it be worth? The company was out of business. I'm willing to lose some money. You shorted my stock. Shkreli? Oh, Mr. President, it wasn't really a personal thing, Mr. President. It's over. It's over. If it were priced to go to 60 by inauguration, it would be at 60. Hope you understand how that works. May not work the way you think it does. 38s. I'm selling next week's 38s. Let me sell today's at the money. So I'm going to sell the 42.5s, 43 puts. Our growth is pretty good. I don't have to sell as hard.
Order filled.
I could just focus on making money for our clients instead of making money just for me. Well, Rigetti approaching 5. A little bit of a sell-off towards the close here. At least in our shorts. Short vol, slight short bias. Now look at Rigetti. Almost below 6 here. Could you imagine being Warren Buffett's son and being a baggie? Not like you, Dad.
Order filled.
I'm not the best investor who ever lived, okay?
Order partially filled.
I like losing money.
Order
Son,
filled.
why would you like losing money? Maybe I'm trying to be a rebel. I want to be like you. I want to buy a pink sheet stock and get diluted 1,000x. Don't talk like that. Oh yeah, I just did it today on Robinhood. I bought something I saw on Yahoo message boards. Wow, I can give you some good stock picks, son. Yeah, Dad, but then you'd be doing it. I want to do it. But son, you're buying the worst stocks ever.
Order partially
They're not the
filled.
worst to me.
I meet friends, people that I'm going to be friends with forever.
Partially filled. Order cancelled.
We buy these stocks together. We have meetups. Like AMC, those are my
Order
buddies.
cancelled.
Those are my best friends. Ape together strong, Dad.
Okay, you know what, son? All right, go ahead. Ape together strong, yeah. I'm sorry I ever judged you. You're a good investor too.
You mean it?
What, are you kidding me? You're gonna lose all your money. I'm glad I'm not giving you a huge inheritance. I'm giving it to Bill Gates.
Dad, why Bill Gates?
Somewhere around Jeffrey Epstein. Don't worry about it.